Hey guys, I'm back with another YouTube video. I'm so excited to be back. This YouTube video is about TED Talk. If you have not seen Vlog 1 and Vlog 2 in the recent videos and the other TED Talks, go view them and then come back and we're gonna have a conversation. But today's conversation really is a good one. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus a little bit for somebody's help or somebody who needs help to realize a few things. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus today. Like, are y'all ready to hear this? Cause I'm really gonna take myself, swing myself into the bus, and the bus is gonna like run over me several times, all for the betterment of somebody else. Okay, so that's what this video is about. If you guys love our TED Talks, please comment under and let me know how much you guys love. If you guys love it that much, follow me on Instagram, all that. We can have conversations there. But let me know if you guys like it. Follow me on Twitter, all that stuff. But anyways, today's TED Talk is very interesting. I'm so excited to talk to you guys with this about, and I love this conversation that we have, and I love when you guys feel inspired by this, and yeah. So I'm sorry. I have text messages coming up, but don't mind me. Anyways, let's get into the video.
They like, hey, light skin, what you doing, where you going when your night in? I'm just trying to chase a chick, don't need no guy friends. Did you kinda spin the bag or you just sightseeing?
Okay, let me fix this. Y'all like this? Y'all see this here? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Oh, this is it. Okay. It looks good. This is good today. This is really good today. I really like when my hair is out, but I can't wear it out for more than like 2 days because then it's gonna start looking a mess. So I'll probably wear it tomorrow and then probably Thursday, and then we're gonna twist this stuff back up. But anyways, let's get into today's TED Talk with Sam. Okay, let's get into this. Do y'all like my shirt? Okay, so I went to work. Went to work this morning, got off, had to run some errands with my mom, and then I came back home, had to clean up, get all this together for you guys. And now we are here. So today's TED Talk is really about, I'm really gonna throw myself under the bus a little bit in the beginning, and then I'm gonna bring it on home what I gotta say. Okay, are y'all ready for this? And then we're gonna get into some other extracurricular things that we gotta get into that I'm excited about. So if you guys don't know, I'm in college. I'm 21 in college. And right now I am paying out of pocket for a school. Money that I truly wish I could save. But let me take y'all back to why I'm in the predicament that I am now, and then we'll speed up, and I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff that happened. It's okay if y'all laugh a little bit, because I laugh now that I look back at it. I laugh at it because it's funny, but in that time it wasn't funny. Okay, and this happened when I was in California. So let's talk about it. Okay, so coming out of high school, which was like in 2016, I graduated in 2016 from high school. I am 21, about to be 22. I was going to go to the Art Institute of Charlotte, but the Art Institute of Charlotte is too expensive for me, and I would have been paying. I would have been working every day just to pay the bill, just to go there. Period. Okay, it's expensive. And I was gonna go for fashion merchandising. My second choice was to go to Central. I really wanted to go to Central. If I did not go to school for fashion merchandising, I was gonna go to Central for business and administration. Okay, and that's still a part of the plan, but we're gonna get to that later on in the video. That's when I start to bring it all home. Okay, so my first year out of high school. All right, you think that like you know it all, you think you got it all together. So I was like, you know what? I applied. This Art Institute didn't work out. I cried my eyes out because I really want to go to the Art Institute. Really wanted to go. And so by then it was too late to send my stuff into Central, right? It was too late by then because I was like, the process to get into there was a long one. Let me turn my phone off so y'all can have my undivided attention. So yeah, so that didn't work out. I was going to go to Central, but I didn't end up going to Central. It's okay. It's okay. You can't really beat yourself up for past failures, okay? That's what it is, past failures. Let it go. So yeah, so I was like, I'm ready to go to school. I don't want to sit out for no semester, this and third, knowing that school is not my thing. I love, like, y'all, school is not my thing, but I push myself because I don't like stuff to defeat me, or I don't like stuff to feel like it's defeating me. So I push myself to get it done, even though like I don't necessarily like. I don't like school. I don't like it that much, but I do what I got to do to get, But that was my thing. And so I was like, I'm going to push myself to go to school. I was talking to my then at the time boyfriend, and he was like, just go ahead and apply to Pitt. It's okay. And I was on the phone boohoo crying. I was like, I didn't, and I can't afford the Art Institute, this and the third, I'm sitting on my floor, act like I'm cleaning up with tears in my eyes. And if y'all know me, I do not cry that often. I only cry when I feel something if I'm irritated or with the situation. That's the only time that's the only time I cry. So I was crying. I was like, I don't want to, I got to go to school this, and third. I don't want to just be sent home this and third. But guys, let me tell you this. If you feel like you need to take a year off from school or a semester off from school straight out of high school, do what you got to do. Do not jump into something that you feel forced by your parents or anything else. If they love you as much as they do, they will understand that you want to take a year off or a semester off. You're not on nobody's time but your own, okay? You don't be fooled, don't be tricked. If you feel like you need to take a year off from high school, after you graduate from high school, take a year off. That was my big mistake. I jumped right into college thinking I was ready, but not being prepared for life that was about to hit me once school started. So, I do all the steps I'm supposed to do, I go to orientation, do this and the third. I get to, we're going to skip because we're on a time limit here, and I'm not going to have this video long, okay? I'm going to try to, put it all together. So we get to the year starts, the second, third, and, at first, you start out strong, you do what you got to do, but then you realize, oh, well, I got a little bit of freedom. You get a little bit more freedom than what you had in high school. I'm like, okay. So you mean to tell me that I don't have to go to class and nobody's going to call my mom at the end of the day and tell her that I did not go to class? Are you serious? I can walk off this campus, go get food, come back, and nobody's gonna call my mom. I was like, okay, bet. So, besides that, missing classes, okay? I'm thinking I missed a big shot. Oh, okay, this is just like high school, whatever. I'm like, I'm good. I'm still gonna pass this and the third. No. Between that and then me barely having money, like out of high school, you thinking like, okay, like I'm just gonna be focused on school. No, girl, no, no, I was sadly mistaken. So between that, trying to find a job, like life was just hitting me like with two pieces left and right. I used to have like $5 to my name. Between me and my significant other at the time, we used to have $5 to our name. We used to have to make that work. We would walk from school. We would walk from school, from classes back to his house. We didn't have no ride. Just life was just hitting me. I didn't have no job, this and third, and I was just feeling like, okay, I can't keep doing this and not having no job. So I put all my focus into finding a job that I let my studies get behind. And so, to make a long story short, by the end of the semester, I had a job. But by then, I had tainted my first year. And so, they had put me on academic probation. So, me like, oh, Lord, like, what the heck is academic probation? I don't know what in the world this is. So, I was like, so my mom made it clear. She was like, you gotta do this and the third, pass, do this and the third, and then you'll. And so I'm looking at it this way because it was a spider right here, right in my corner, and I was gonna kill it, but it's gone. So now I have to find it. But we're gonna find it. It's somewhere. Okay. All right. So So by the end of the semester, I had a job, but my studies had fell through the roof. So we gearing up for spring semester. I'm like, spring semester, I'm gonna do better. This and third, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Total opposite. Okay? When I tell you I started working. I would go into and at the time, my first job was Hardee's, by the way. I was barely making like $7.75. I was only really making $7.65. Yeah. And in other states, you might be like, oh, God, that is some change compared to what we get paid. But you got to understand where I live. I live in North Carolina, and the price of living is not that expensive as it is in other areas, okay? So Yeah, but still, 775 to under 775 is still not enough money to sustain. So I would go into work, like, I would miss class. I would go into work from like 7 in the morning, get off at like 11 at night, knowing I got class the next day. I would be at school, and they would call me and be like, "Hey, could you come in?" And because I was so like money hungry, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm just gonna skip this class. I'm gonna come." And so I would skip class and go to work and be at work from like in the morning to night, not doing no work, not doing anything. Boom. But the difference between second semester and first semester, I was still doing a little better than what I was doing the first semester. I was doing enough. And so we get to the end of the semester and it's time for exams, all that stuff. Crashed. Exam 1 failed. Exam 2 out. I passed like two classes. Two out of all the classes, I passed 2, and one class I didn't even show up for the second part of the exam, which was on a Thursday, and so I failed that, y'all. When I tell you, they sent that letter saying that my financial aid was done, it was done. I could no longer get financial aid with that school. And so I was like, wow. So I was like, it's okay. It's cool. I was like, I'm just going to take a year off. And in that year, I went from working at one job to going to another job because I needed more money. And the other job was offering me more money and more hours. And so I went there, and God thanks that I made enough money throughout the year and I made a lot of money because I wasn't at school, so I was just working. I didn't have financial aid to go back to school, and I didn't want to pay out of pocket. That's when I was like very immature, and I was like, I don't need school. And then that's when I woke up and I was like, no, nigga, you need school. Like, school is very important, and my family do not play about school. That's one thing they do not. So they talked about it, and well, I didn't talk to them about it. So every time somebody would ask me, they'd be like, are you in school? I'd be like, yeah, I'm in school. What made you think I'm not in school? Like, what? I gotta go tomorrow. No, I'm going to work. That's it. And then come home and probably go to sleep and then do like some YouTube videos. Lying. Okay? So they'll be like, are you sure you're in school? You know, what classes you taking? I would just be like, I would come up with something off of embarrassment to being like, oh yeah, I flunked out my first year. I did. And so, you know, learning from that, I've learned that, and then coming back, I've done several appeals. All of them got denied. And I think the denial of each appeal made me realize, because, you know, you try to come up with excuses of like why you didn't do this, that way. You try to come up with excuses of like your lack of trying to do better. You come up with so many excuses. Like, excuses are like never ending. And so then you realize, like, okay, the appeals made me realize, like, okay, you need to just stop making excuses and say, I didn't do good because I wasn't in the space to do good. I wasn't ready for what school was going to bring. I wasn't ready for college. And sometimes you got to come with that hard realization for you to grow and for you to keep going and for you to like get to the next stage in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to really realize, like, Zim, you bombed because you didn't put in the work. You didn't care. You thought it was a game. And to be honest, you should have taken a year off, period, straight out of high school, because you knew that wasn't your thing. But I was trying to make it my thing because I always thought that was the thing for me to do. And I feel like as like young adults, we always are pressured into doing things because that's what we feel, that's what we need to do. And that to me sucks. If you feel like, and as we go back to where I was saying earlier, if you feel like you need to take a year off, a semester off, months off to get yourself together to the point, or you feel like you need to grow a little bit more before you start taking classes, do what you got to do, because you don't want to be where I am right now, having to pay out of pocket. Okay? I'm telling you, move at your own, and I think that we get back to moving at your own pace. Okay? It's not a race. We ain't trying to get nowhere faster than each other. If I see somebody graduate before I do, I congratulate them and keep it moving. Why? Because their journey is not my journey. My journey is not their journey. And we cannot get to the same place at the same time. It's just not happening. That's like me. Okay. let's see if I can bring it in a little bit more, okay? That's like, we leave at my house. Let's say we're going to Raleigh or somewhere far or anywhere. We leave from my house, wherever you guys are from. Let's say we leave from your house or my house. We're going to make this an open playing field. We leave from my house to go to somewhere in the same state. We put it in a GPS, but we go 2 different ways. It is impossible for me and you to arrive at the same time. Impossible. It's not happening. And if it does happen, it's a miracle. Because you want to know why we're not going to get there at the same time? Because we got 2 different obstacles coming our way. You may be on your route, you may be going into traffic. My route, I may be going to road construction. Do you get what I'm saying? It's 2 different journeys, 2 different things, 2 different obstacles coming at each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're never going to get to the same place at the same time. And is that okay? No. But when we get to the same place, I'm going to be like, okay, well, like, we're going to explain what happened this and the third. And we're going to keep, you get what I'm saying? Like, nobody is going to get where they need to be at the same time. I'm not going to be where I want to be at all the time. But am I going to stop pushing myself to get where I need to be? No. There is no time limit on success. Success happens on its own. Okay? You can fall down several times, get back up, fall down several times, get back up, fall down several times, get back up. But guess what? That's life. Nobody's giving you a time limit. I don't know who put that in our heads that it's a time limit on things. You know what? I think it's that school system. It's the school system. They do that. They tell you that, oh, you need to have this by a certain time, you need to have this by a certain time, by 30 you need to have all your stuff together. Which is partially okay, true, 20, but don't get so caught up in like trying to outdo somebody or comparing where you are to somebody, because if you do that, you'll be depressed, you'll be sad all the time, you'll feel like your good is not good enough when you've done the best you can. You think I would love to have financial aid? I would love to have financial aid. You think I don't get discouraged when I hear people, I'll be like, oh, well, I got financial aid to get books, I got financial aid to get my classes, this and the third, and I don't feel discouraged. No, I don't. But do I beat myself up about it? No, I do not. I say, okay, this is what needs to be done. If I got to pay out of pocket, I got to pay out of pocket. Because if you feel like something's going to better your future, you're going to work hard towards it. Are you going to conquer it in a day? No. Do I have like that to pay for classes out of pocket? No, I don't. Okay, but is it worth it at the end of it all, and for the goals that I'm trying to set? Yes, it's worth it. So no, we are all on our different paths, journeys, and third. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story. And this is how you have to look at things, right? So I did an appeal for my financial aid before I left for California. And so I was in California stressed. I was like, oh, please let them accept my financial aid. This would be such a good step for me. That way I can take more classes. And that way I can transfer out to Central, which is still my goal. And I'm going to get there. Mark my words. I don't care. Period. I'm going to get to Central. And that's on period. So I did an appeal. And so I was in California. And I woke up one morning and I was like, the email came down. It was like, you got denied. I was like, oh my God. Automatically, I started to feel like, what am I doing this for? What's the purpose? I must just let this go while I'm at it. Because obviously, school is just not for me, and God is trying to show it to me. So I was like, God, if it's a bigger plan, let it unravel to me. And so we get to the next day. I'm like, I'm praying so hard. And so we get to the next, because I'm not trying to pay out of pocket. I was not trying to do it. And so we get to the next day, and I was like, so I woke up, and I got another letter saying that the letter that it sent the day before said I got denied. The letter after said I got accepted. It was like saying that, you're granted financial aid for the 2019-2020 school year. And so, I'm excited, this and the third. So, I get to the point where it was the day before I was about to leave to come back here. And I was like, let me go ahead and sign up for my classes so that when I get back, it won't be no hoopla about anything, this and the third. So I call, and I go online to look at my stuff, and it says no award letter there. And so I'm like, oh, God, like what? Come on. Like, so I keep clicking to refresh it, and maybe it'll come up. So I call, and she's like, I'm like, hello. I'm like, my financial aid is not up there, this and the third. And this is exactly what she said. I was like, and I got it said I was denied one email. Then it said I got it back the next email the next day. And legit, I'm explaining this to her. And this is all she says. This is all she says. This is like legit all she says. She's like, oh, well, the congratulations email was a mistake. What you're not about to do is play with my emotions, okay? Because I was looking forward to that financial aid, and I could have went off on her. I could have did all that stuff. I counted to 10. And I said, you know what? Okay, you have a blessed day, and I hung up. And I was like, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, they said it was a mistake. This and the third. She's like, well, she's like, just give me the number. So I gave her the number. She calls, and they gave her more details of why I didn't get accepted into. Why I didn't get my financial aid back for that year. And I was about to beat myself up about it. I was about to be like, oh, you know what? Just let this go. Don't go to school. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. But when she explained it to me, she said the reason you didn't get it back this semester is because you're almost there. But you got to take more class. You got to pay for a few more classes out of pocket and bring your GPA up just a little bit more, and you'll get it back. But see, I was thinking that I'm too far behind to get my financial aid back. And the devil will make you think that, mind you, I paid out of pocket last semester and I passed all my classes. That just goes to show that you can get back up and you can do what you got to do to get to the next level. Life is only a few obstacles. Obstacles are going to keep coming. But it's not about how you fall. It's how you get back up. I'm telling you, the fall doesn't matter. You may hurt yourself. You may bruise yourself, you may scar yourself up, but it's not about the fall, it's how you get back up. And so I passed all my classes last semester. She was like, oh, he has one more semester. He'll be able to get it back in the spring. And there I go. I was like, damn. And I was about to be like, I'm over it, I'm done. I remember I called my best friend. I was like, I didn't get it back, this and the third. And I was like, I won't cry. I was like, I didn't get it back. He was like, Zim. He was like, okay, you didn't get it back. And what? What's next? And I was like, but you don't understand. Like, I don't want to pay out of pocket. I don't want to pay out of pocket. Like, I'm so done paying out of pocket. I was like, he was like, Zim. He was like, hush, shut up, and figure out what you're going to do. And so I was like, you know what? Okay. My mom just said the same thing. I'm like, oh, so now both y'all on these, like, y'all together. Y'all in cahoots. So I'm like, okay. So you know what? I went and I was sad about it. And I was like, well, what is it? Like, what is it? And so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this get the best of me. I picked myself up and I was like, if I gotta start late, I'll start late. If it means I gotta stack my money to pay for my classes, that's what I'm going to do. Because I refuse to let the devil think that he's going to discourage me from anything that God has for me. Okay? And that's what he tries to do. So at the tail end of all this, I threw myself under the bus to say, if you feel like you need to take a year off, a semester off, 2 years off, nobody is saying that you are wrong. Do what's best for you, because I should have did what's best for me, and I probably wouldn't be in this situation right now. But always remember that if you are in this situation, that things does happen for a reason. Okay? If you feel like it's worth it, do what you got to do to pay out of pocket. It's not the end of the world. I know it feels like it's the end of the world, but it's not. You pick yourself up, and that's with any situation. If you lost a job, if you quit your job, if you feel like you have nothing else left, pray about it. I'm telling you, weeping only endures for a night, but joy does come in the morning. I'm telling you guys. Okay, out of all the stuff that's going on in my life right now, okay, what? I need a car. I don't drive, and that's because of anxiety. But I'm slowly getting over that. I'm trying to move out. It's so many things that's going on, but you gotta understand, it's so many blessings at the same time. You know what I'm saying? When stuff seems like it's going wrong, I'm telling you, you gotta find one thing that's going right and focus on it. Because if you focus on everything that's going wrong and going bad and what you're not doing, what you feel like you're not doing, we get so caught up in trying to be perfect and trying to show this facade that we got everything together, when sometimes it's okay to not have it all together. We're not always going to have it all together. I'm sorry. I don't have it all together. Some days I'm happy. Some days I'm sad. Some days I'm joyful. Some days I want to just get in my bed, cover my face up, and just be like, and just cry. It is what it is, but you got to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just realize that you're not getting to the same place at the same time. Your journey is your journey. You are where you need to be at in life. And if anybody's not telling you, I am proud of you. Okay? I'm proud of you. And if you ever feel like you want to talk, hit me up. I'm here to talk. But we are all on our own journey. And when we realize that and that we're not getting to the same place at the same time, we will get places. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't focus too much on what the next person is doing, because they got stuff going on themselves, but they're not going to broadcast it to the world. And if I got to be the one, oh, that's not cute. And if I got to be the one to throw myself under the bus to help somebody to realize that we're all on this journey, then that's what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to make it. And how I'm going to make it and how you're going to make it is two separate things. Don't look at me and think, oh, okay, if he made it like this, then that's how I'm going to make it. If he got this job, then that's how I'm going to get this job. No, do what's best for you. At the end of the day, we are here. You are here to please yourself, okay? Don't measure your success by other people's success. If the next person moved out and you still stay at home with your mama, save your money and then move out, okay? Don't let the facade fool you, okay? We are all trying to make it, okay? We are all trying to get there. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel discouraged. There's so many days where I want to feel discouraged, but I keep going because it's something that God is trying to get me to. I don't know what it is, but He's trying to get me there, and that's just my life. That's just my life. Stuff is just not gonna come to me easy, and I'm very much realizing that, and I'm okay with that. But please, don't measure your success by other people's success. Measure your success by your own. If you feel like you need to write down your goals, write down your goals. If you feel like you need to write down things that you want to accomplish, write it down, make it plain. Pray over it. Do what you got to do, but don't be discouraged because you feel like you're not where you want to be at in life, okay? We are all trying to make it. Just because somebody make it to the destination before I do does not mean they didn't have obstacles. They probably just didn't have as many obstacles as you did. But don't let your obstacles be a crutch or an excuse, okay? Learn from it. Learn how to maneuver through it and get to where you got to get to. But do it at your time, how you feel, and what you feel like you need to do. And let God guide you. And what did I say in my last TED Talk? I said, yes, let God lead you and know when your season is up. Yes, know when your season is up and let God lead you. But other than that, my TED Talk is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Continue to stay motivated. Continue to stay prayed up. Continue to seek God for answers. I'm not perfect by a long shot. And I think this is why I do YouTube, to let people know that I'm an imperfect being trying to be perfect. And honestly, we're never going to get to perfect. So if it's anything that I want you guys to take away from this video, is move at your own pace and let God lead you. And that is it. And I will talk to you guys at the next TED Talk. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys at the next TED Talk. Continue to pray, continue to seek God for faith. And if you are not a part of the No Meat Mondays and No Meat Wednesdays, you should be a part of it, okay? I'm trying to become a pescatarian. I'm so excited. So if you guys would like to join, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and snap me all the foods that y'all eat with no meat, and we can have conversations and go back and forth on give me advice. I can give you advice on what to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
I'm just trying to chase a chick, don't need no guy friends. Did you come to spend the bag or you just sightseeing? They like, hey, light skin, what you doing, where you going with your night?